everybody. Welcome to our live session. So just bear with me while I focus down on the computer and get everything sorted. Welcome to those of you that are joining live. And a big welcome to those of you that are doing this after the live, because there is that sense of it requires a little bit more of our own motivation to show up for ourselves and to show up for the community when we're not doing it live with everyone else. But those of you that are joining us after the live happened, I just want to say that we feel you and we see you, and we are grateful for you joining us at a time that you could. I know that this time for me in the UK doesn't work for everyone around the world, so that's just a little note for those of you that are joining us after the live happened. For those of you that are here with me live, just check in the comments, let me know where you're joining from today, just say hello, maybe let us know how you're feeling, just while we wait for everybody to join. And I'm just going to take a little moment to check that we've got everything set up in the way that it should be. Okay. So we are day 4 of our Yoganuary warm-up, of our festive journey, our festive challenge. I am honored that you have joined me here again. So today's practice is a little yin therapy. So these practices are obviously really short. We're only together for 30 minutes. And a practice like yin is quite hard to fit into a short space of time, but we are going to do it anyway. And we're going to take that time to really ground, feel into the body, and really open. Now, what I recommend is that you grab as many props as you can. So take a moment before we get started just to gather up all of the props that you've got. So maybe you've got a bolster. So a bolster looks like this. If you haven't got a yoga bolster, you might have a big chunky cushion that can work in the same way. Grab a couple of cushions if you can. A block, if you're, I'm throwing my block everywhere. If you're super committed to really going inwards, you could grab an eye pillow, you could drop some essential oils on it, and just really take this time, especially with the way we're going to open this practice. We're going to come into a nice long heart opener, so that's going to be perfect time for you to use your eye pillow. So I'm going to give you all just a couple of minutes to get what you need and to get grounded on your mat. You might want a blanket. I don't know where in the world everyone is, but in the UK here today, the temperature's really dropped. It's super chilly. So you might want to pop some socks on, a big cozy jumper like I've got, maybe grab a blanket as well. So I'm just going to check with the comments that we're all good. Hello. Oh my gosh, we've got so many people from around the world. It's so cool. I'm just reading the comments. Zoe's been doing the block party practice on the Soul Sanctuary membership. I know some of you doing this with me now are Soul Sanctuary members. If you haven't done that practice, it is a really fun one. I recommend it. If you're not a Soul Sanctuary member, then come join us and then you'll know what we're talking about. Right, hopefully all of you have got what you need. Pop on a nice chilled playlist as well if that's something. Maybe if you've got Spotify, there's a Spotify playlist called Meditative Guitar. It's one of my favorites to do my yin practice to, so you could always pop that on now. So like I said, we're going to start in this heart opener, grabbing a bolster. If you don't have your bolster, what you're going to do is you're going to place a block, maybe 2 blocks, and then you're going to pop a cushion over the top of it. And maybe you want to take an extra cushion behind it so that your head has got something to rest on. So we're going to slowly drape ourselves over the bolster and then rest back, closing down the eyes, maybe grabbing that eye pillow. And with your legs, now either you can allow the legs to just go out long in that Shavasana position and let the feet drop out to the sides, or if it feels a bit nicer for you, you can bend the knees up and just allow the knees to drop together, or you can add a little hip opener here and come into a Supta Baddha Konasana. Entirely up to you. To allow the feeling of expansion in the chest here, you've got the option to take the arms out to the sides, palms facing upwards. Remember, this is our gesture of surrender. So just opening the heart space up to everything outside of us right now. And coming to settle on the breath. If the eyes aren't already closed, closing down the eyes. And we're going to be a couple of minutes here. And as we go throughout this practice together, I'll be talking to you a little bit about how it is that yin benefits the mind, the body, and talking about the shapes in particular that we're going to be working through today and how they relate to our energy and the chakras. But just for these first few moments, we ground. Noticing the rise and the fall of the belly and the breath. It might feel good to take a releasing breath here at the start, inhaling through the nose. And then exhaling, letting it go. Just allowing yourself that full body release into the space. As you breathe in, saying the word I to yourself, exhale am, inhale here, exhale now. So I am here now. That arrival into the present moment, into the body. Whatever is alive for you, welcome it in, allow it to be present. I am here now. And opening through the heart in this way allows us to create space in the heart chakra, Anahata, feeling into the love, the compassion, the forgiveness of the energetic body. And don't overwhelm yourself with I should be feeling this and I should be channeling that. Really just peel it back, and whatever comes to the body, whatever comes to that second brain, the gut, just allow it to be there. Don't overthink, don't overwhelm. I am loved and I am loving. Your mantra for the heart space. I am loved and I am loving. Feel it to be true in your core, in your soul, in your body, all the way to the tips of your toes, the tips of your fingers and the crown of your head. Feel those words as they wash over you. I am loved and I am loving. Gently now interlacing your hands behind the head. Start to draw the body upwards, so give yourself all the support you need in order to come up to seated. And then we're going to take what's called a rebound here. So just moving your bolster, your blocks, your cushions to one side. And finding any place that feels like you can rest and restore there, that you can observe. So it might be that you want to lay flat down on the mat. It might be that you want to roll over to the side. Maybe you stay seated. There's no right or wrong with your rebound. It needs to just be passive and restful. And as we take time here together, sending the breath into the heart space, and just becoming aware of any sensations and vibrations that are happening in the body right now. And your eyes can stay closed pretty much throughout this whole practice, looking inwards. From wherever you are, you're going to roll yourself up to seated. We're going to come into our caterpillar pose. So you're going to take the legs long. So it might look a little bit like we're going into a Paschimottanasana, a forward fold. But the difference being is that, again, this is very much a passive, a restful place. So as you fold forwards, you might decide that you want to put a cushion or even a bolster on the legs and just have a place for your forehead to rest so you don't feel all squashed. We don't want you to feel like you are hunching over. We're not pulling at the feet here. We're not even lengthening through the spine. We are rounding through the spine as you fold into yourself. And when you arrive, closing the eyes. And we're going to be here for about 3 minutes. Releasing any control that you put on the breath, just allowing it to flow in its natural rhythm. Folding into the self. So connecting to those lower 3 chakras, grounding into the root, into Muladhara, folding into Svadhisthana, and then still folding into Manipura. So Muladhara, our place of ground, of rooting, safety and security. This is where we feel connected to a place of home. It doesn't need to be a place on a map. We can be grounded and rooted just into our bodies. Svadhisthana, our sacral chakra. So we're just folding into it here. It gets activated a little more when we start to work into things like pigeon, shoelace, frog, places like that.
the Manipura, our third chakra. A place of personal power, confidence, self-belief, that knowing. So just being here with your body, with your breath, with your spirit. You've got another minute here. And then coming to find your rebound. So peeling yourself gently away from the fold. And again, just finding any place that your body is drawn to. A lot of the time, a rebound in yin will just happen without you even needing to think about it. It will be intuitive. You will just go there. So wherever your body needs to go, allowing it to arrive back in the breath, noticing again any sensations, anything arising through the energy in the body. A few more moments here. And then making your way into a left side pigeon. Now I'm going to offer you two options here. You can come to pigeon. So what we want to be looking at again are those lower three energy vortexes, those chakras. So you can either do this by coming into pigeon, or your other option is going to be to come into shoelace, where we take one knee over the other and then take a fold. It is entirely up to you which one you go for. We all have different bodies and our bodies are all able in different ways. So it might be that one is going to serve you a little better today. And just making sure as well that no matter where you go to, you are still making space for the props, cushions, blankets, all of that. We're going to be here taking 4 minutes on each side. So we're going to go left side first, and if you've got shoelace, you're going to go left leg over the top. So just taking a moment to find exactly where you want to be. And then closing down the eyes. Draping the upper body over the leg, over a bolster or over a cushion. And taking that gaze inwards.
Now, a lot of us hold a lot of energy, emotion, trauma in the hip space. So it's really important that when we're holding these shapes, activating these energy channels for a long period of time, that we're really aware and really compassionate with whatever could come up for us. And we're often either somebody that thrives off being in something like a pigeon, where we're opening through the outside edge of the leg, or we're somebody that thrives on the opening of the inside, so through straddle forward folds or frog. And there's no right or wrong here, but there is knowing. Tightness can be very much a physical thing, but it can most definitely be an emotional and energetic thing. What can we learn from being in this space today? And resistance may arise for you. You may be opening the eyes, looking around the room. Just be aware of that avoidance. Be aware of the mind telling you to get out of the body. The mind saying, we don't want to look there, we don't want to feel there. And again, find compassion for that resistance, honor it even. You might not be ready just yet, and that's okay. But if you are ready, say to yourself, I surrender. And I let go. Maybe you move just a little deeper, not even just physically, but mentally into this space. You've got just 1 minute to go here. How can you honor your energy and your emotions that little bit more? What can you offer to your practice today? Very gently. Bringing yourself out of this left side super carefully. Take your rebound. Just go there intuitively. Keep the eyes closed. Be with yourself right now, that inner child. Give them a hug. Let them know that you're listening. Whenever I have an introspective moment or I'm struggling with something, I feel challenged or triggered, the words that I say to myself are this: I see you. I hear you. I am with you. And for me, that message is going inwards. It's going to that inner child, to that little girl. Just knowing that she can have her needs met. Couple more breaths here.
And then gently we are going to bring ourselves up and take it to the right side. So again, whether you're going for your shoelace or your pigeon, in yin, pigeon actually has a different name, it's called swan. And just taking time to place your props wherever you need them. Making any adjustments that you need to your space, to your body. And then just allowing yourself that moment to drape forwards over the leg, over a bolster, over a cushion. And closing the eyes for those 4 minutes of integration into the self. Just reminding yourself that whatever is happening, it's okay. Whatever's alive, whatever the sensations, be them physical or emotional, just honoring them, allowing them to be here. You're halfway there. Where in this place, right here and right now, can you let go? Can you surrender? Can you honor what your soul needs? One minute left here. And then bringing yourself up and out, very slowly, very gently.
Just finding your rebound. Keeping those eyes closed. Just observing the body with the breath, any sensations, tingling, vibrations, checking in with yourself, how do I feel? And then you're going to make your way to a wide leg child's pose. If you have a bolster or a block with a cushion, I'm going to invite you to take a big hug over that cushion. And you can take the head to one side if you wish. You can allow it to drape down. So I want this again to feel really cocooned into yourself. Feel cozy, feel grounded as we take our final few moments here. And come back to that little breath and mantra sequence. Inhale I. Exhale am. Inhale here. Exhale now. And if you can, try and elongate the breaths, maybe a count of 4 or 5 in and out. I am here now. Okay, slowly peeling the body just up to a kneeling position. You can bring your knees together if you wish. Keep the eyes closed, placing one hand on top of the other over the heart center. Connect with the heart space, connect to the rhythm, the beat of your soul. I am here now. You showed up for yourself on your mat today, and you showed up for each other, practicing all around the world together. Taking a nice big inhale and let it go. Thank you all. Thank you so much for going through a soothing yin practice with me today. So yin, as I mentioned throughout that practice, can be extremely triggering. It can also take its time
to really weave into the emotions, to weave into the body. So as you go throughout your morning, your day, your evening, just take that time to slowly reintegrate yourself. If things start bubbling up, emotions, take time, journal them, talk to a friend, sit with yourself, look in the mirror. I see you, I hear you, I'm with you. This is the yoga, this is the practice, that self-study. I'm gonna look down to the computer now just to let me know how you're feeling. I'm so happy that lots of you joined me. As you obviously know, this is our Yoganuary warm-up. If you're coming to this practice afterwards, you're not already a Soul Sanctuary member, do sign up. Today's actually a good day. Actually, no, if you signed up on Christmas Day, I believe that gives you the 7-day free trial, and then you start becoming a paying member on January 1st. So then you get the whole month of January as well. So that's probably a good time to do it. Or if you're like committed anyway, then just join us today, join us now. Like I mentioned, that block party video that went on the membership today. Members, if you haven't done it yet, then yeah, go give it a try. Anyway, I am so happy that you're all feeling good and just in tune with yourselves. Calm, peaceful, perfect. Emotional, yes, yes. Yes, I love that. Thank you all so much. I'm going to leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 5.